It is the 2026 NFL Draft. Buffalo drafts at 26th. Or do they? Are they going to trade down in the draft? Everyone's watching the Sabres, so except me apparently, so we'll see what happens.
We are delighted. With the second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey.
Yep.
Linebacker, Texas Tech. The Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love.
Wow. Okay. Ah. Ah. All right.
With the fourth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate.
Wow. What's going on here?
Wow. That one sends a charge through this crowd.
I love it.
And wide receiver U strikes again. Carnell.
Sunny Styles, I guess. Good. You forgot to mention the trade, dude.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour Delane.
What? What is happening in this draft? And you traded up for him?
I will remind you, the Kansas City
Okay.
first team All-Pro, Trent McDuffie to the Rams.
They could have waited.
Season and his
All right, I'm watching the end of the Sabres game on the television, and I'm watching the draft on my phone. Saw the Ty Simpson pick. I did not have the camera on for that. Oh my God, that was insane, though. I did not see that coming.
There were some who thought that this might happen, right? We talked about it as well. That Ruben might say,
Come on, Sabres! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Hey, look, even though my eyes don't deceive me, it's the fact that, hey, are those short arms going to come into play?
No! You don't put 2-2 up on the scoreboard. You change it to 3-1. Bills are on the clock. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, don't trade, don't trade, don't trade. No! No! Oh, I hate this. Who do we trade with? Houston. Okay. So if we traded with Houston, that means that the Bills are still possibly able to pick a first-round draft pick. All right, Buffalo, you're on the clock. The pick is in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my God, the Bills, they did it. They made a pick. But who's now, if there's a first round, they said that there's like no first round grades available. So like, what does that mean? Does that mean that they just, that was the best trade option they could get? Probably, honestly. No, we trade, no, the pick is in. No! You said the pick was in! Oh, we traded to New England. I am going to lose it. It said pick was in. Oh, I'm so angry right now. Oh, my God. Buffalo, make the pick. Please make the pick.
That's three really, really good players right there.
Please, Buffalo.
First round identifying players that they want and making moves for them. The Jets just did that. And the Titans now appear to have done the same. They've traded up into this spot here, that number 31. So I believe the Titans will be making the next pull here.
Gotta wait till tomorrow. Oh, Shane Conley.
The 31st pick in the 2016 draft,
Nope.
the Buffalo Bills select linebacker TJ Parker from Clemson.
Okay. Not
TJ Parker
right.
out of Phoenix City, Alabama, really flashed 2 years ago with 11 sacks.
We had to take advantage of the opportunity to come up here with the legends, Penn State, and Buffalo. The 62nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select David Igbinosun, DB, Ohio State.
We went DB, but not Jamad McCoy. That's incredible. Hey guys, JKman99 here to talk to you about the second and third round picks for the Buffalo Bills in the 2026 NFL Draft. TJ Parker and Davison Igbinosun. Okay, so the Bills traded down 3 times. I was not happy about it when it happened. I took a lot of reflection after it happened, and I have some thoughts on that. I actually think it was good. And the reason I do think that is because the Bills would have just made their second pick maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, as opposed to taking the pick at the beginning of the night and in the middle of the night. And when you look at who was picked between 26 and 35, with the exception of Falk, there wasn't too many picks that I was like, the Bills, they should have done that.
The Tennessee Titans select Keldrick Falk.
That was somebody we could have taken. That all being said, I don't know of too many people, including myself, who was like, I really hope the Bills take TJ Parker in the draft. I mean, on my prospects board, I had him at 26th overall. I actually had this little bracket of picks that I thought, okay, here's what the Bills should be thinking about taking in the first round. Could we have taken him there at 26th even? Yeah, we could have. A lot of teams, a lot of mock drafts I saw had the 49ers taking him at 27. So the fact that we were able to trade 3 times down and wait a whole day and still get the same guy we could have gotten at 26 is pretty cool. But I gotta tell you, I'm not excited about the pick, and I'll try to explain why. And I'm not really sure what the Bills could have done. I think there was just everybody goes into a draft and they have their favorites, right? Like anybody who pays attention a little bit, they'll go in and they'll be like, "Ooh, I really like this guy, I really like that guy." And TJ Parker was just not one of the guys that jumped out to me as one of those guys. TJ Parker kind of reminds me of AJ Ebenesa. He kind of reminds me of Shaq Lawson. And one of the people we were thinking about getting, Katie McDonald, went right after that pick, and the Texans traded up for him. So, and it was a very emotional, it was like the top story of the second round. And the Bills were like, that's fine. And we passed on Denzel Boston, who went to the Browns, who picked the 2 receivers that I think a lot of Bills fans were eyeing, Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston. And then they also picked McNeil Warren later. So the Browns were just going off of your media draft boards essentially. So it's not bad. It's good. It's good for a lot of reasons. It's good because there's no more rotational part of the field than the defensive line, right? You're not going to have Bradley Chubb and Greg Rousseau playing the entire game. They're going to rotate. It's not high school football. They're going to rotate out a lot. And we need people to do that. So I think TJ Parker will be a great rotational option. Is he going to start? Well, I don't know. We gave Bradley Chubb money, so I really think he should be the one that starts. So we'll see. But I look forward to seeing how we incorporate him. But what also bugs me is that he had a better 2024 season than the 2025 season. So it's now, I mean, you could, but and that's tough to say, the team was worse in 2025, because it's you're still going against whoever how did the tackles of the other team have anything to do with your team? You know what I mean? That type of thing. I guess you could say maybe if Clemson's getting killed in their games, right? The defense is out there longer, they get more tired, they don't play as well. I guess you could say that. So okay, now then we traded up to get Davidson. Now, the thing there that kind of bugs me is that I had a top 10 list of corners for this draft, and he was not even on the list. And when you're drafting in the second round, that person should be on the list. And I realize I am not a scout. I do not know what I'm doing like the professionals do. But it's not very hard to do a little bit of combine watching, a little bit of looking at other prospect lists, watching your own tape and coming up with a list. It's not difficult. And if your guy is not even on that list in the top 10 of the second round, that's not great. However, he started, 43 starts at Ohio State, and unlike Jordan Hancock, he was the actual starter at cornerback. He kind of reminds me of Tre'Davious White. He has that very similar aggressive play styling, which could be both good and bad. Obviously, we all love Trey White. However, like, we all remember Trey White having that controversial penalty in the playoff game. I mean, and when you come into the league like that, they're going to jump on that pretty quickly. And I just don't want this guy to be the reason we lose a playoff game. Now, obviously, what's the other part of this whole story here? Both players shouldn't be starters right away, because now, look, Benford was a 6th-round pick. He became a starter over Elam because he was just way better than him, right? So maybe Maxwell's not as good as Davison, but like, he really should be, right? So the point I'm trying to say is we got some assurance picks, right? Like Bradley Chubb, let's see how he does. Maxwell Harrison, let's see how he does after his injury. So these were both insurance picks. So I guess where I'm going with this is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd round, you want to have starters, man. You just want to have a pick that you're like, okay, this is going to fill this need. I know, like, in hockey, you have to wait like 5-6 years sometimes to even hit the ice, and in football it's a little different. Yeah, maybe like in the 6th round or whatever, but like in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like last year's picks, the same thing. Like they didn't start, and kind of the same thing this year. And I know we have a good team and everything, and that's great, but Alec Anderson, for example, the left guard, is he really going to be the left guard? I mean, at this point, it's like, I mean, maybe we find a 4th, 5th, 6th round pick that can be better, but and that's not a bad strategy, but you're kind of playing a little bit of risk there if you wait that long for an actual starter that you want. So I guess that's kind of my point. I'm not really a fan that both these guys are just not starters, and I realize there's not that many starting positions available either. I get that, but I don't know. I feel like there were other, like, whenever we get free agency, I'm just kind of like, okay, like, could we pick a player in the draft that's even better? That type of thing. I didn't think we did that. So, hopefully we pick better tomorrow. And now what's very unique as we're talking is that the Bills have the number 1 pick in the draft right now for the 3rd day. They have the very first pick of the 4th round. So they're on the clock for 12 hours. What did the Bills do tomorrow? I don't know. Jermod McCoy, he was I almost don't want to even entertain that as an option, because that would be great to take him and take a chance. Like, we have 4 potential starting corners. I think that would be an amazing thing. But like, there's a reason all these teams are passing on him. It'd probably be a waste of a pick if we picked him first. So what I'm hoping is, I think there's a guard from Duke that's good. I forget his name. I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm gonna be fair to you guys. I'm gonna look it up in real time. What was his name? I had it. It was Brian Parker. He's a guard from Duke. That might be somebody we pick. I don't know. Maybe we trade down again and go for him, because he's probably, I don't know if he should go at 101, but I'd really like to see all interior linemen if we could. And I also want to see D-tackle. I really want to see D-tackle. And I think the other thing that we're forgetting, and I think it's past the point of even attempting to try to find a replacement, is I guess we're all okay with Dorian Williams taking over for Matt Milano. So, I mean, maybe some more linebacker depth there. I think we have some stuff to do tomorrow, and I hope that we make wise picks that they're going to be good players, and that's all we can really ask. So what did you guys think, especially with the trade downs? What were your thoughts on that? Just leave a comment below. And guys, please do me a favor. Like, I do this every single year, so please like and subscribe to the page once you leave, because it really helps me know that, like, me putting my time into this. I do this annually, so just let me know that this is something you want me to keep doing. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and as always, take care.